In this episode of Sailing Dark Angel, at Thomas Cay in the Exumas, our Honda generator has started chewing through pull cords, so Dave has to replace it again. Then an anchor dive turns into an exploration of the beautiful fish and coral-covered shoal beside us. If you like our videos, please smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell. It's free for you and really helps our channel. So, what are we doing today, Captain Dave?
Well, our generator, which is 5 months old, has been eating pull cords. They're not supposed to do that.
Why has it been eating the pull cord?
I don't know. Something's chafing it, so we're going to have a better look when we fix it this time. The last time it did that, it was at night. It was dark. We were low on power, and I really needed to get it fixed.
And I'm sorry, how long ago was that we had to fix it?
2 weeks?
2 weeks ago.
Maybe.
2 weeks ago, guys.
Maybe 2 weeks. So we took it all apart at night. There was no way we could film it. We were in a big hurry. I've never had the thing apart before. And what you need to understand is pull cords on these little machines are really, really easy to replace. There's nothing to it unless they put it in the middle of the machine. So this whole machine has to come apart. The good news is the two bottom screws here are completely stripped and seized. So I can't get the bottom screws out to get the front off the machine.
So why do you say that that's good news?
Because you told me to be positive, and I'm positive that's
You
news.
positive that's the problem?
That makes this a big challenge to take apart.
Right.
Because the entire housing, everything now has to come off. But the pull cord is down in here. See the broken piece? That's the pull cord mechanism. And you see these 10 mil bolts right here? All three of those have to come off that way.
Oh.
So the whole machine has to come apart. Oh, by the way, this is the second time the cord is broken. The first time it broke, I didn't bother taking it all apart. I just pulled out the piece here, retied it to the handle. That was a little bit short, so I was careful with it. And that lasted about a month. And then it broke that. No, that didn't even last a month. And then I took it all apart and replaced it with brand new cord. And that broke in no time at all.
Where is the portion where it's actually chafing?
I think it's where it comes out of the mechanism.
So it's inside, it's not an exterior issue.
No.
One thing we're not going to complain about is this weather. Look at how gorgeous it is out here. Just stunning.
I have to wear a shirt and camera to do this.
Sounds like somebody's whining. Look at this weather. And look at this water. This is our home right now, is Pipe Creek, because we like to stay for extended periods because it's just phenomenal. Last night we were over in that direction. There were so many people at this sandbar last night. It was just so much fun. Everybody hanging out and just chilling, talking.
To allow for at least a distraction.
It was Pipe Creek distraction.
That removes the rear cover. You take these off and you can clean the spark arrestor. Now ideally you'd already have the front off, but like I said, these two bottom screws in here are just stripped right out because they are seized solid. We keep this under a cover when we're not using it all the time, and yet those bottom ones corroded right out. Now you've got to get at the front of this, which means this has to come back out of the way and the fuel tank has to come back out of the way, and these brackets have to come out. And to do that,
And this is all for a pull cord.
Yeah, this is for a starter cord, which should be one of the easiest things to fix on any piece of equipment. That is the handle screw that wouldn't come out. And now it's out. And there's those 10mm bolts that hold it together side to side. There's tabs on the side of the fuel tank that fit into these shock mounts here. We're going to take the fuel tank off.
Really? Okay. How terrifying. Do you need my hands?
Would you look at that? So the fuel tank is out.
All right.
But it's still...
Is it full?
It's full. Try not to crimp the feed
Good thing
line.
we don't smoke, hey?
There's a fuel line down the bottom. The top one's going to be easy now, but the bottom ones are in behind this heat sink and all these electronics.
Yeah.
So I can get at these first two. And they're really, really long. Long bolts, fine thread, which means they're going to hold really well. Okay, so on most small engines that are pull starts, this is on the outside of the machine, not buried in the heart of it like this one is. So it's not usually a big job, but you can see here, it's pulling through this rivet, this grommet, sorry. There's a grommet right here, and obviously there's just too much chafe because it's breaking at that grommet. You can see by the amount of pull cord there is.
Is there anything that we can put on that grommet to...
No.
Is that a no?
Try and use a better pull cord, I guess.
Do we have anything better than that?
Yeah, I brought some stuff out. I'm hoping that it's going to work.
Okay.
I'm just going to take the pull cord out.
And guys, don't get so involved in what you're doing that you let your coffee get cold. Drink the rest of your coffee, Captain Dave.
Yes. So we know we need about, much cord. I wasn't a small engine mechanic. I used to do cars. Okay. Gone from building race cars to replacing the pull cord on a generator. We're going to feed it back, but I can't put the pull cord on, or the handle on it, because it's still got to go through the outside of the machine. We're just going to tie a temporary knot in it.
Okay.
Now we can put it back on.
Okay.
So we're going to line it up. You got to make sure you line it up so the pull cord is going to come through here on the right angle.
Right. Now you're tightening them up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sweet. Now, that just kind of sits on there, but then it sits in the shock mounts. So there's your shock mount, and there's the tab.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just going to spin that over. It's all about that vibration, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Brute force and obstinance is not a good option for putting this back together.
You do have meat hooks for hands, don't you? So far, so good.
No. If first you don't succeed, destroy all evidence that you tried. There we go.
Davism.
This is a self-tapper into plastic, so we're just going to be gentle with it. And then we're going to thread this through here. And there's a metal inset in here, so you don't pull it through the rubber, plastic, whatever the hell it is. Again, a good stopper knot. Tuck that right down in there.
Okay.
Put the pretty part back on that hides all the work.
Okay.
That's it.
All right.
Now we have a pull cord again for a little while, but so that angle right here, where that's coming off,
Right.
that's causing chafe. Now the problem is, actually it might be right there, because I pull this way because it's outboard. I don't pull this way
Oh.
because the generator sits outboard and we have to pull up. All right, then this goes back on, but I'm going to do an oil change, so this is going to stay on.
Okay.
Well, the holding here is not great. It's a beautiful spot, but the holding is eh. So we're going to go do another anchor check. cool. This big reef is right alongside us. There we are right there. Wow, actually we're right here, but our boat's right there. There's still lots and lots of reef here.
I know.
Wow. If you wanted conch salad, there's a couple of big ones over there. Notice the boat's facing a different way from when we started, eh?
Yeah.
Look at the size of that conch right off the sugar scoop. I wonder if that's alive. Yep. There's a conch salad right there. Delivered right to the boat. Just needs, you know, the salad part.
It's supposed to be like, it's not supposed to be slack tide, and it feels like slack tide.
It does.
Although it's pushing me this way now, which is an incoming tide.
Yeah, well, the boat's definitely turned. It's spun almost all the way around.
Yeah. He scared me. I was just relaxing and suddenly he's right underneath me.
Did you get Stingray startled?
Yep.